For more awesome content, head to ystech.org, link in the description. Decent quality chairs are hard to come by, so are the budget chairs actually worth it? This is a 100 New Zealand dollar gaming chair from Warehouse Stationery. I've had this chair for almost 2 years now. Let's go over how it held up. I'll start with build quality, then functionality, comfort, and then final thoughts. All the timestamps will be in the description. The build quality on this chair is what I describe as a cheap design. The leather on the arms chairs are poor quality, and if you touch anything with them, they will scrape. You will see this where my chair has scraped against the desk on the armrests. The plastic design of the armrests are made quite well. I haven't had any issues in terms of quality of the plastic, as they are made of a hard, solid plastic which doesn't break or scrape easily. The bolts used are good and are holding weight on the armrests quite well, and I haven't experienced any need to retighten them or feeling like the armrest is wiggling around. One note is that you must use the armrest with the chair, as the backrest of the chair is connected to the armrest as well. Personally, I always use my armrests. However, if you don't like them, I'd look at buying another chair, as there is no way to remove them or push them out of the way. You must use the chair with the armrest. Now to the seat and the backrest. The seat has physically held up well. No marks, scratches, or scuffs, as expected. The only thing that's happened in 2 years is that the seat has started to become a bit flat and not as fluffed up as it used to be. At least the seat doesn't feel like you're sitting on a piece of wood. It still does have its firmness that makes it feel soft. The padding is still not bad for its age and is still soft. For $100, this is expected. At the back of the seat, where it connects to the backrest, this chair collects quite a bit of dust. I don't really clean this chair much at all, and the dust build-up is a sign of that, although this is an easy wipe and fix. The underside of the seat is also holding up well, and there are no signs of damage or wear much at all. Stitching is all still in place and is doing well. The backrest of the chair is actually quite nice. Where you put your back is still in good shape. There is not much signs of scuffs, scrapes, or marks. Overall, still in good condition. The backrest feels comfortable and has not gone down in terms of its quality and its firmness. The padding is still there and is not showing much signs of wear. The stitching is all in good shape and is holding up nicely. Only one part of the seam is it's showing wear with a few scrapes due to usage. Overall, in good physical condition and still holding its firmness. The backside of the backrest is doing quite well, with not much wear at all. A few nicks here and there, but I'd consider this normal wear and tear. Now to the base of the chair. This chair's base is terrible. Let me explain. After a few months of use, this chair's lifter started giving up. What I mean by this is that sometimes, well, not very often, it would randomly start decompressing when you're on the chair. So if you're sitting on it, it will randomly start lowering itself down. This is quite annoying and looks to be a manufacturing quality control error. I still have computer chairs made 10 years ago, which their chairlifts are still working properly and will not randomly decompress. This chair's lifter and base have been replaced once, which I will explain in a minute. So, on 2 different chair lifters from the same chairs, I'm experiencing the same issue. I don't think it's a weight issue, as even if my mum sits on the chair, mind you, she weighs a lot less than me, it still has an issue. Secondly is with the chair wheels. Now I can give the chair some credit here. The wheels on this chair were really doing fine until my house flooded and we rebuilt the house. This meant that we changed from the old carpets, which were flat and smooth, to new fluffier carpets. These wheels cannot cope with thicker carpets. They snag and just do not work properly. So one of my wheels actually snapped off the base and I actually had to get this replaced. To solve this, when I received the repaired chair back, I had to buy a piece of carpet which was smooth in order to use the chair without breaking it again. This is known as a carpet tile. You can also get a computer chair runner, but I personally don't like those as they're made of plastic. It's sort of ironic because the chair that I said I had before, which was 10 years ago, runs fine on this carpet without a hitch. I think that in this Warehouse Stationery gaming chair, they put subpar chair lifters and subpar wheels, which don't last very long, and secondly cannot handle different environments in different homes. Functionality. This chair is functionally quite good. I like the armrests, which hold up my arms while typing. The backrest and seat have both held their firmness quite well. My only gripe with this chair is the posture. It's easy to slouch in this chair over a period of time. I find myself slipping in this chair quite often without noticing. This could have been an isolated issue just for me, but I think it's still good to note. One more thing is that I can find the headrest to be quite useless due to the position it's in. Due to my posture, I am never able to touch my head or neck on the headrest. If I do, I strain far away from the keyboard, which is quite awkward. It would have been nice for this chair's headrest to actually come forward a little bit more to actually support my neck. The chair spins easily on its base and can move around quite well like that. It also moves well on light carpet or smooth surfaces. Thick, heavy surfaces such as thick carpet, and this chair is not going to be able to roll properly. This chair rocks a little bit so you can lean a bit back. It will be able to take a bit of the weight, but do be careful. The wide bucket seat is also great for taller people. My legs are actually able to be on the chair, and they are not squatting down or squished together on smaller bucket seats. I think this is an upside for me, and this gives the chair a great feel. Comfort. This chair is well padded almost everywhere. The seat has kept its firmness, and the backrest too. The seat is wide in a bucket shape, which is ideal for a tall person. There are also breathable material, which is great in the summer to ensure that there's a little bit of airflow on the chair. This breathable material does an okay job at regulating heat, which I do prefer over a full leather chair, which can get very hot compared to this one. The backrest does an okay job at posture, as I mentioned before. The bottom for the lower back is pushed forward, middle is pushed back, and the top headrest is only a little bit pushed forward. My shoulders are also able to rest on the backrest quite nicely whilst typing. One of the biggest gripes I have here is that the headrest almost serves no purpose due to its position. The headrest should be positioned forward a little bit more in order to actually use it. There's also a little bit of a rock on this chair, which I actually like as I can lean back a little bit. If you don't like chairs that can lean back and prefer a solid one, then I would definitely not recommend this for you. My dad doesn't like my chair for the sole reason that it can lean back on its base. He says it feels unbalanced, which is definitely a valid point. The armrests are okay, and I would have preferred a little bit more foam on the back of it to keep your elbows from hurting after a long time. After an hour or so, you can feel the plastic below it, which is a little bit annoying. Overall, I like the comfort of this chair, as it's well padded, supports my shoulders, and has a wide bucket seat. My final thoughts. There are issues in the build quality of the base of this chair. For $100, it's not bad, but it is unlikely to hold up very well for an extended period of time. I believe this chair is occasionally available from one-day deals and Warehouse Stationery for about $100. They do sell it fast, so if you want one, make sure you go and pick it up as soon as possible. Personally, I would recommend to look for another office chair, and which is not a gaming chair, as it's more likely to last longer. You should save up for something a little bit better instead of going with a budget chair like this. Mind you, I don't have too much experience with higher end chairs, so I can't speak for them, but from what I can tell, this one is just not holding up in terms of its base. Also, keep in mind, I still use this chair, and other than the chair lifter and the base, I personally like the feeling of this chair. It has kept its firmness, and the wide bucket seat is great for someone who is tall. Again, it's for you to decide. That sums up the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Check out ystech.org for more awesome content. And most importantly, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!